Good morning, all you followers of this crazy little channel that I've got going here. This is the Ask Gazer Bobby channel. I'm going to start doing more videos on my tadpole channel, but couldn't resist. I saw two freaking videos that Bob did, yammering on and on and on about boxing, which he knows nothing about. And Bob, you know, I know you're not an idiot, for the most part anyway, but I wouldn't be making fun of the Gotti family like you have been. Do you really think that's wise? I don't think that's too smart. And so it's Sunday morning. I'm rolling along the bike path because I got an appointment in about an hour and a half. I got plenty of time to get there, so I'm not worried about that. I got I don't know, about 90%, 99% of my stuff moved into the new apartment yesterday. And now I get to try to figure out how I'm going to put stuff away, because after putting out all this money to move, I'm down to damn near being flat ass broke, and I sure can't buy any freaking furniture. So that's not, and I just lost my little freaking support thingy that I used to keep my face in the frame. It just fell out. The way this is angled just right, it kind of cut you off. So I have to stick something behind to angle the phone up a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit better, and that'll probably fall out in a minute or two anyway. We'll see. So I'm there it goes. I knew it would go. Anyway, I'm quite happy with the apartment that I've got. It's an efficiency. Hey, there you go. Okay, that sounds good. And I'm just kind of, you know, it's showing, even though I see you're in the chat, it's showing I got no viewers, which is weird. But again, like I've said before, I don't care if I got any viewers or not. Oh, yeah, so that's been good. Last night was the second night in the new apartment. And it's, I'm all the way at the end of the hallway. And there's, the door that's closest to me is the fire escape, which is kind of cool. Because I don't have any neighbors on that side. I've got one on the other side, but they're pretty quiet. Haven't even seen them. So I wanted to get into the into a senior apartment facility, because I could have gone and just gotten a sections apartment, really about any place, with the exception of those crazy ass $2,000 to $3,000 a month places. But I didn't want to get into a situation where I had 19, 20, 22, 23, whatever, younger people living above or below that wanted to party till all hours of the night. And not that I have a problem with them partying to all hours of the night, because that's they're entitled to that. They're young people. They're living and learning, just like we did back then. Some of us still act like that they were 20 years old. Isn't that right, Bob? And check it out, Bob. Look how nice it is. A little cloudy. It's in the 40s. Only going to get up into the 50s today. And here I am. You check this out. When I make this turning, I'm kind of in, you can tell by behind me, that it looks like it's a really wooded area. But right to my right is a railroad yard. There you go. You can see the rail cars behind me a little bit. And we're just tooling along. And I leave early for these appointments for a number of reasons. I don't want to have to get in especially being on a bike, I don't want to get in a blazing hurry to have to be there. So this way, because my appointment's not till 9:15, and it's only 5 minutes to 8. And I feel, when I'm out and about like this, I have had some people ask, well, you feel safe? And I'm like, yeah. Because this is not a real dangerous town, to be quite frank. And if you're smart, you learn real quick where you can go and where you shouldn't go. But really, in this town, there's just flat not a whole lot of places that I wouldn't hesitate to go. I'm pretty familiar with the exception of the new construction areas in Lincoln, anyway. I kind of know my way around. Part of the reason is that the main part of Lincoln was built on a grid. And the numbered streets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, go north and south as a rule. The alphabetical streets go east and west. And then when you get into most of the named streets, still go east and west. But that's kind of changed in some of the new areas. And they don't necessarily always follow that protocol. So, hence the reason it's a little easy to get confused when you're in the new areas of town. So, Bob, let's talk about that friggin' bullshit that you're claiming about knowing about fighting. So you watched a couple of boxing matches on TV, and now you're an expert. And how many viewers did you get, Bob? How many comments were going on in the chat? I only saw one. And that was from Sleepstream J from, that's a guy from Canada that's like always fucking stoned, isn't he? Isn't he, Bob? Is that right? Only person in your chat talking. That's it. Why do you think that is, Bob? Why do you think that is now? Because nobody gives a fuck about what you say anymore, man. You know, you got a long way to go. Long way to go to build your own credibility back up to where people would actually even give a crap. Because you've gotten so full of fucking shit and you lie habitually. Always coming off like you're the Mr. Know-It-All about every freaking thing, and you're not. Just admit it, Bob. Just admit it. I don't know everything about everything. I'm intelligent about some things. But I don't get on here claiming to know everything. You jump from one subject right into the F-35 thing in the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye. Because you wanted to act like you fucking know everything. Hell, Bob, I'm still waiting for proof that I'm a freaking serial killer. Where's that at? Although at the apartment, I can open up the cabinets and show you the boxes of cereal that I do pretty much kill on a regular basis. And Bob, you rambled on and on and on that you had proof that I'd killed over 100 fucking people. Where's it at, Bob? You know, I bet I can walk into any freaking police department in the nation, get my name, date of birth, social security number, the whole bit, and I'll walk out and go home. I bet you can't do the same. Bet you can't, Bob. Now tell us, please, Bob, what did happen in Everett, Washington? You never discussed that. You've never discussed it. What happened up there, Bob? Oh, and the other thing I thought about, you know, I got this senior apartment thing with the little bit of help from HUD. That's right, Housing and Urban Development. And I I got approved for that. But I did realize there was one big thing on there. I don't know if I brought this up or not, so I'm going to now. They they do a background check, Bob. And you know what they found on me? I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you what they found on me. They found the same thing you did. They found one bad check. That's it. That's it. But that didn't exclude me or knock me off of getting the apartment. However, comma, with that said, if you've been arrested for any sort of felonies against women, it's a done deal these days. That was made very clear to me from the onset of when I was going out filling out paperwork for these places. And what's that on your record, Bob? You were arrested for holding a woman at knife point. Attempted rape. You were not convicted of it. I will say that. You were not convicted of it. So I have to throw that out there. Otherwise, Bob will throw a freaking hissy fit. He wasn't convicted of that. He was convicted of assault, but he never got. He was not convicted of the rape. And why? Because this was long enough back that courts and stuff were a lot more readily willing to make deals. And that's what Bob got. Bob got a deal. Isn't that right, Bob? You got a deal. There's one of the tunnels, one of the many tunnels. And you know, I tell you, Bob, you know, maybe that's why. Maybe that's one of the reasons you have to live in a room for rent, because you're not going to qualify for anything else. Not going to be anything that you're going to be able to qualify for because of that. And that shows up, as we all know, the same the same thing that we all see when we check on Bob. The same thing. So this is a after that tunnel back there. See it back there. Go this way and you can see it too. Nope, maybe. Quite a little hill to pull. You know, they call this the flatlands, which is true, but there are a few hills here and there, and this happens to be one. All right. And I don't feel like cranking another hill, so I'm gonna go this way. Take a little breather here. So It just, I find it amazing that Bob just continues to go on and on. But still, Bob, please tell us. Tell us your bullshit side of the story from Everett, Washington. Why were you kicked out of there, Bob? You know, you have to be pretty freaking bad to get kicked out of a city mission. I've seen it happen. I'm not afraid to admit it. I've had to stay at some missions. And you really, really, really have to be a complete fucking moron to get booted out. Because it boils down to just one simple thing. Follow the rules. Bob doesn't want to do that. Bob likes to do shit on his own terms. Without the help of anybody else. And he thinks he's such a wise ass. Hey Bob, what happened to all these fucking court cases where you were gonna sue everybody? Quite literally everybody. You were gonna sue Alicia, you were gonna sue me, you were gonna sue John and Kelly, you were gonna sue the police department down there where you live at. What happened to that, Bob? Oh, I'm going to file in 3 months. Well, that 3 months is long since come and gone. So where's the lawsuits at, Bob? You're blowing smoke up people's asses, that's all. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. Morning. And then when you get called out on, you always do the same thing. Well, I'm going to do that in 3 months. I'm going to do that in 3 months. Or since it's this time of the year, just wait till the end of the year. The first part of next year, I'm going to do that. Yeah, okay, Bob. Have you got it yet, Bob? Nobody fucking believes your shit. Nobody. You can't even get viewers, even if you were telling the truth about Biden or these boxers or events or whatever else. You fuck yourself. You fuck yourself with the consistent bullshit lies. And now you're trying to cover your ass and it ain't working. Because you did it for too long. You did it for too long. You've never shown any proof about me. You've never shown any proof about John, Kelly, anybody, Lisa, anybody else. You claim that she's a man, but you've never shown any absolute proof. No, you haven't. I can show pictures. Big whoopee. So But I'm almost to O Street, and my appointment. Well, must have hit a dead spot there. So that's as good a place as any. I'll get off of here and leave comments and stuff if you want. If not, no biggie. And hopefully we'll see y'all another time. In the meantime, have a good one. Now, I'm not going to say that lies that Bob says. So I just hope you have a good one. We'll catch y'all later.